Hello everyone, it's Lee. I'm over here in Africa. I just arrived, my bike just arrived, and I'm sorry if you can hear the construction noise. If there's anything that I cover that I don't name or I don't know the name and you want to know the name, I'm going to put links to as many things as I can, and you can also ask me in the comments section. Here I've laid out everything that I had on me pretty much every day, and we can start with waterproof riding pants, adventure riding pants. Mine are Climb, and my jacket is Climb also, and it's waterproof. I don't like to carry separate waterproof stuff, so you're gonna need that, pants with good protection, jacket with good protection, and both with great venting. You're gonna be wearing some comfortable underwear. These are MeUndies. I'm 48. These are the most comfortable underwear I've ever owned. MeUndies. You're gonna carry and wear Under Armour type shirts. Maybe just bring 2 of them. I brought 2 or 3 pairs of these Darn Tough socks out of Vermont, I think, and they are smart wool socks. They keep you dry and cool in hot weather and warm and cold weather, so I definitely recommend those. Get yourself a good pair of gloves. I have some Revit gloves. TCX Drifter boots. They're waterproof up to maybe right here, and they worked well for me. I carried a pocket knife and a straight blade that I had clipped. It's really nice to have one of these, and this is like 20 bucks. I'll give you a link to that. If I could only bring one knife with me anywhere, it would be the Victorinox Swiss Army Rambler. And I'm not too proud, not too manly to tell you that. Bring plenty of earplugs. And these are prescription lens sunglasses. This is my helmet. You don't need an adventure style helmet, but I definitely recommend getting one with a visor. I did bring goggles, but I didn't use them. I did use the visor, and I have, as you can see, a little clip-on for a GoPro and my Sena communication device, which kind of conked out on me early in the trip. So that's pretty much everything you're gonna wear during the day. Let's go over to the bike. As you can see, I ride a big old GS Adventure. 2004, very heavy, maybe 600 pounds. You guys go with what you feel comfortable with, you know. You can get yourself, you know, a little Cub Scout or whatever those little Hondas are. Yamaha WR250R with 6 speeds is great. You can get a big old bike like I did. You can go with soft bags if you want to too. Just go with whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you look out there, you'll see guys riding all kinds of things, so don't overthink it too much. Let's start at the front here. You can see that I have my phone, and I have a charging cord hooked up to the battery. This is my phone. I used it a lot for navigation, but the thing that I like about it the most is the case that I found for it, and I'll try to put a link for you guys. But I don't carry a wallet anymore. I have this case, it can carry up to like 4 or 5 cards. So I've got my license and credit cards and debit card. Fantastic. And then on this side, I have my GPS. And the GPS, you have 2 options for navigating the trail, really, like map packages. One is GPS Kevin, and one is Sam's Maps. He's, you know, either way, there's pros and cons to either way. I went with GPS Kevin, and he sends you a micro SD card that you put in to your GPS, and you follow the blue line, you know. And you also get two sets of other types of maps, and I'll show you those real quick in a second. I always tied on a cap, because when you get off, your hair's all messed up. Throw your cap on, you know, keep the sun out of your eyes. Now, one important thing is to have spare keys, some spare cash. And I have a little lock box with a spare key to the bike and a spare key that goes to my cases somewhere on my bike. Okay, probably shouldn't show you, but I'll put a link to the one that I went with. That way, just peace of mind in case you lose your damn keys or you don't have any money left. All right, let's go to my tank bag. I have a Nelson Rig magnetic tank bag. Look at this. You want to go into the hotel, just friggin' grab it, and it magnetizes on there. I love that about this bag. I've tried a couple different bags, but I had no problem with it falling off or anything like that. So let's just take it and turn it this way. What is in this bag? Well, I've got my glasses. I've got a spare pin and spare earplugs. Let's go ahead and bring it down here. Well, I have a micro cloth for bathing or sweat. I have another little tank bag. This little tank bag is fantastic, and as you can see with the GPS Kevin maps, you get a route card, and there's like 47 of these, so I always kept the current one right on top and this underneath this plastic. And let's open up, see what we have. I have a little notebook here to take down notes, and I have a good pen, and here are my maps, and here are the bigger maps for GPS Kevin, and I love this mapping system. Another little field notes, and when I visit national parks, I like to record them in my passbook. You get these little stamps, they call them cancellations. You're gonna need to plan for emergencies. I went with the Garmin InReach, and it has a subscription service too, and insurance. It's a great deal. It might be a little costly to purchase it initially, but if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you have a breakdown or you're injured, there's an emergency button, SOS, and you can send text to your loved ones and let them know you're okay. Now, this is my food system. This is a smell-proof bag for the bears, and then inside I have another little container with a spork, a little sponge for cleaning up, and another little knife for eating, and that's it. Here's one of my water bladders. Okay, that's my main water bladder, and then in here I have a waterproof cover for this bag, and also I have this chain link thing that I can lock it up to the bike if I'm gonna leave it on the bike and go somewhere. And that's it for the tank bag. So let's move on to the back here. I have the only other pair of shoes I brought besides my boots, and they're actually just sandals. And I would use this cord and I hook this cord up, and I secure these shoes to the back right here. This is a green chili recovery bag. Watch one of my other videos. I think it's when I get into Oregon. Yeah, my last video, the Trans-America Trail. I actually needed to use this to help give me more leverage. I highly recommend this if you're traveling alone, especially. It gives you 5 or 6 times your own strength to help you pull your bike. All right, let's go ahead and start with this first hard case. As you can see, it's pretty packed in here, but the first thing is my 2-man tent. Kelty 2-man tent, very easy, I recommend it. I bought the best Thermarest sleeping pad that I could find. I think it was $200 or $300. I highly recommend that. This is my personal hygiene kit, nice and handy, has everything I need to clean up. These are my warm weather clothes, and I can go through those real quick, but I'll do it at the end. This I didn't really use it too much, but it is a saw, a hand saw. You could take it or leave it, something to sit on, you know, a little camping sit map. My little pillow and blow-up pillow, I totally recommend this. Nemo. I brought goggles with me, but I did not use them. This little sack comes in handy. It turns into a little backpack. Let's move on. What's in this case? Okay, I have Velcro, and I have a combat medic kit right here, velcroed on the top. The most important thing in this kit is the tourniquet. I would recommend you at least get yourself a tourniquet, a good tourniquet for 50 bucks. This is emergency water kit. I can drink out of a stream. No more first aid. This is a cold weather like aluminum blanket, you know, to keep your body heat in. All right, let's move on. This is all my tech stuff, just like cords. Sorry if the camera is all shaky. All right, GoPro. For my 2 GoPros, I have battery charging kit and a power bank. I definitely recommend carrying a power bank. Some cords, a couple little wall plug-ins. That's it for that one. One of the most important things to keep handy is your little headlamp. Get a little headlamp and keep it really accessible, so when you come into, you know, when you get up or you're driving at night, you get to camp or something, it's just right there, easy to know, right there. You could take a cup with you if you want. It's not necessary. This is another light source. I don't think you really need another light source if you have a cell phone and you have the headlamp. This is my drone. Some people won't carry a drone, so you got extra space. I did carry a Mavic Air 2 and I love it. All right, let's move on to the last case here. And if you're still watching, man, I appreciate it, and I hope you're getting something out of this. Like I said, just comment in the comments if you have questions or I don't cover the name of something. All right, I went with a Sub-Zero sleeping bag because I hate to be cold, and there are times, even in the summer, I rode in June and July, you know, in August, it's still cold sometimes. So I went with the Sub-Zero Teton sleeping bag. This is all, oh look, my water bladder is leaking. Or maybe when I washed off my bike it got leaking. This is all my cold weather gear, okay? And I'll cover that if you make it to the end of the video. All the stuff you need if it's freezing outside. Here is my backup water source. 4 liter, so 1 gallon of extra water. And this is Mountain Safety Research bladder. Highly recommend it. Totally bomb proof. Now the last thing in here, I think, covered in dirt and water, are all my tools, okay? I'll open this up too for those who stick around. And that's it, that's it. You have seen everything, I think, that I carried on my bike. Right now I have TKC 80 Continental tires on there, knobby tires. My favorite tires are Mitas E07s, which is what I used on the Trans-America Trail and back. I rode it all the way and then I made it all the way back east on one set of tires. Mitas E07s, 11,500 miles that I got out of them. But do a little research and see what you think is good for your bike. Okay. Whew, I'm out of breath. If you guys are interested, let's just do this, okay? If you're interested in seeing more about what is in my toolkit, what's in my what's in some of these other sacks, more clothes, you know, I could open it up now. Open it up now. Should we do that? Might turn into another video, but if you watched the whole video, even if you didn't, I hope you got something out of this, and just hit me up if you have any questions, okay? And I am in Africa. I'm gonna try to ride this bike. I'm in Freetown, Sierra Leone. I'm gonna try to ride this bike in as many countries as I can. So subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of stuff, and I hope that you enjoy your trips and safe travels.